Okay. Welcome to the first match of the EBCA T10 Super Cup. We have Bangers and Smash versus the Active Roosters. I'm joined by Ryan Nangle and we are off to the toss.
Oh, tails.
Tails is the call. And it is a tail. Right. What would you like to do?
We'll bat first, Campbell.
Any reasons for that?
I think scoreboard pressure. I'm confident that I think we'll do pretty well batting first. So yeah.
Are you not going to miss one or any pads today?
Yeah, hopefully one doesn't turn a bit and get bowled around the legs. But we'll see how we go.
Nangle?
Thoughts on the bowl?
Yeah, look, I'm really happy with it. Obviously, a few changes in our squad from last year, and I think our squad probably reflects a bowling team. So we know we're going to be able to run through this wet sausages lineup and have a really good day and chase it down. It's probably only going to be a 5-over game, this one. So, yeah, really keen to go.
It's good to hear. Well, see you in the game.
Just wait for bro. 2 slips in a gully.
2 slips in a gully.
I rate this.
Yeah, that's the best it's ever done.
Just want to welcome you all to the first match of the EBCA T10 2022. We've got Bangers and Smash starting off at the bat. We've got Camblice opening up the bowling for the Roosters, bowling to James Rizzio from Bangers and Smash. Comes in, first ball of the tournament. Oh. Umpire thought about calling a wide.
Fair bit of swing early on.
Yeah, no, it is moving a bit, but I feel like that was just the wrong line as well.
And Camblish just pointing out that is hooped a mile.
That is a dot ball, more importantly, in this tournament. Oh, great lines, but unfortunately an equally great shot. The field placement's probably costing the Roosters a run there. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's a very aggressive opening field with the 2 in a gully, but it seems now they're spreading out the field to Brodie Eccles, which is it's a very interesting approach.
They've identified the batsman they want to get out.
Yep.
Certainly a very interesting field, a bit of disrespect to James Rizzio, but they're showing the appropriate respect now.
Yeah. Brodie Eccles on strike now.
Hooped a mile. Oh, he's missed one. Oh my God. Put down by the keeper anyway, but geez, that would have been worth going up. The tennis ball doesn't make a lot of noise. Shot.
And that's a beautiful shot by Brodie Eccles down a point, and that is the first boundary of the game.
Oh my God.
Cal Thornton just really needs to sort out his line here. He's getting the ball to hoop, just not in the right spot.
That's better. Unfortunately, the batsman is equal to it.
Today with the ball, didn't have the greatest tournament, but he's a good cricketer, and that is very well played, and that is the first 6 of the tournament. Thank you very much. It is Miller to Rizzio.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of an interesting decision to bowl over the wicket to the left-hander. Very traditional man in terms of his bowling, Aidan Miller.
Brodie Eccles is 11 off 9, Rizzio 15 off 13. As Brodie Eccles sends that to another postcode, that's another maximum.
Aidan Miller's going to want to have to cut that length out of his game if he wants to win this match. Unfortunately, that's looking more like the Aidan Miller of last year and not the Aidan Miller everyone knows and loves from years previous.
Yeah, I heard...
Might be able to get away with those in the backyard where they can't hit him over the fence, but here at East Burwood, you're never going to get away with rubbish like that. Oh, he backs it up. Terrific comeback there.
Yeah, it's much better length by Miller.
You just need to frustrate Brodie Eccles at the crease if you want to get him out, and I feel like they want to get him out now. Oh, and he's gone maximum. Jeez.
Yeah, that's definitely...
They could have doubled the length of the boundary there and it still would have cleared.
Yeah, that's definitely not the length of the bowl, and Aidan Miller will be kicking himself.
The sexiest man in the EBCA having a bowl, Jack McLaren.
Multiple T10 player of the tournament. I heard he might have ventured out to Richmond last night, so hopefully he's going all right, and hopefully he can bowl well to Rizzio here.
See if he can justify his most expensive player in fantasy, and that is just not it.
He's very
twice, and
he's
got
very
away with
lucky not to go the journey there.
Jeez, what is James Rizzio thinking? It bounces twice. He's insisting to the crowd he's not going out to a delivery like that, but I'm sorry, you've got to punish those balls. You can't let them get away with it. And we know if he does it again here, Brody's not going to let it happen. Sure enough, Brody put him straight to the boundary for 4. The couple of expensive ones have certainly sped it along. Shot.
And Rizzio sends that down to the playground.
Rizzio wishes there was another sign out that side of the ground he could aim for, that's for sure. The left hand is really getting a raw deal with the EBCA sign for a 4-pack. Yeah, Griffin Sprague, most famous obviously at the T10 for trying to dance down the wicket for his first ever delivery and going clean bowled.
Interesting to see how he goes now, the Ivanhoe specialist.
Oh dear. And that's 6 of them. Geez, it was a terrible ball and a terrible shot, but it's managed to clear the boundary regardless.
And just like that, Brody races to 34 off 17.
Maybe some more pity from the umpire to the active Roosters.
They've had 10 extras so far, the active Roosters, and he has sent that. He hasn't got the most of it, but it is enough to sail over the wind.
And Brody Eccles himself saying he's hit it to the other side of the ground, and the wind just carried it. 1 left. And that's... Oh no! Brody Eccles has hit that for 6, and Liam Vertigan on the other side of the fence has tumbled trying to get under it. And I think despite that delivery, Aidan Miller had a very good over.
Griffin Sprague back into the attack. None for 19 off 1 over, so needs to be a bit better, and that is not going to help.
That is just awful delivery.
Absolute danger signs now for the active Roosters. You're looking at a score of potentially a 150. And these guys are really stamping themselves as a real contender.
They've been harking on about back-to-back.
Oh, and that's absolutely Moose. Is that over? No, he hasn't called a no ball. Just 6 runs.
6 runs. Did Joel Smith call a no ball?
We have Joel Smith there at our square leg. He thought it was just below the waist. I thought it was well over the waist.
Maybe Rizzio taking a step out to swing it might have saved Griffin Sprague there. Either way, you don't feel too saved when it's still gone for 6.
And that is another beautiful shot just down the cat corner. That is another maximum.
James Rizzio starting to get into this T10 contest here.
We have both Rizzio and Brody Eccles on 47 as Griffin Sprague comes in once more.
Rizzio, and that's going to be the 50.
He hasn't got the most of that, but the wind has taken it, and that is James Rizzio's 50. First 50 of T10 for this year, and he's been pretty classy. Rizzio hasn't really looked like getting out, and Brody Eccles isn't that far behind him.
He's played right into this game after he just had to hang in there, and he did, and now he's reaping the benefits of a T10 50. Yeah, and let's see how he goes on with it to finish the game.
Sprague really needs to try and find the turf here, and that is gone again.
Griffin Sprague might be having the worst over in EBCA.
He's gone for 5 sixes.
Oh dear.
He's gone for 30 so far, 1 more 6, and he will be the second player to get hit for 36. No,
he saves
just a single there, down to third man.
That could end up being the type of over that costs the active Roosters the game. You can't be bowling crap like that when you've got Brody Eccles and James Rizzio at the crease, both on fire.
31 off the over. Here he is once more.
That should be
and that's put to the scenes again.
He's bowling
6 more runs.
tosses at James Rizzio, who's on 50. You know where it's going before he plays the shot.
Brody Eccles, by the way, has been stranded on 47 for these last 2 overs. He has not faced the ball in quite a while.
Oh, as long as James Rizzio isn't just chewing strike and is actually scoring runs. Oh, Doss tries the foot stop. Doesn't quite manage it.
Dossman trying the West Indian approach, and he did not prevail.
They would have loved to give Campbell's 5 of their 10, obviously, as you would.
I've got a sneaky feeling, though, that he might pull off a wicket here. Yeah, not bowling that. That is 6 more, and that is Brody Eccles' 50.
Well done, mate. 50.
Very classy once more. These 2 openers, they've really put it to the active Roosters bowling lineup here.
Look, as to be expected, I think we all kind of thought once these 2 stayed in, there'd be some serious runs on the board. Look, the active Roosters do have a batting lineup of their own, but I feel like they might unfortunately fall a bit short now. I think this might be a bit, as another 6 is hit, I feel like they've now lost control of this game. That the control they had early with some brilliant bowling, some good overs, has now unfortunately come away.
None for 145 with 4 balls to go. Jack Max tries to dig it into the turf, but that
That's
is
another
6
6.
more.
Jeez.
Yep. Thank you, Joel Smith, for that insightful information.
Jeez.
3 balls left, 151. 160 is most definitely on the cards, and I just do not see the active Roosters getting anywhere near that. And that is 6 more. He is picking the length perfectly, Brodie Eccles.
He's seeing them well. I feel sorry for the other sides that still have to play bangers and smash now. I feel like if you've got Rizzio and Eccles in this form, you're not going to do too well.
I think they've really taken it to heart, because recently on the podcast series, 2 of the 3 panellists, they had bangers and smash last. I think they're just trying to prove us wrong. As Jack Mack comes through again, they're going to scamper through for a bye. They're coming back for 2. That's good running.
Is the umpire allergic to calling wides?
That is runs.
Jeez.
It has come
He
off the
reckons
bat
it's
of
hit.
Brodie Eccles.
Oh my god.
Jeez,
I
even
thought the bat was in another
Rizzio's,
postcode.
even Rizzio's adamant that he hasn't hit that, and Jack Mack is definitely not too pleased. Joel Smith just
I
letting
think
everyone
Jack
know
Mack's probably
not to
just
mess with him.
delighted he doesn't have to bowl another one of these 2.
Oh, no. Dosman Miller's again gone with the West Indian
Grass
approach.
saves him.
And I think that just sums up the active Roosters bowling day so far.
And that's the end of bangers and smash innings. What have they finished on?
They finished with none for 161 of 10 overs. That is definitely one of the highest scores we've seen so far in the T10.
Yes, there's definitely been a history of quite low scores for the most part, but I think this beautiful day and some great batsmen. And the unfortunate truth for the active Roosters is if you bowl like they do, you're going to get hit around.
Yep. So we have James Rizzio, 75 of 34 balls, followed by Brodie Eccles, 76 of 29. Pick of the bowlers for the active Roosters. It is probably Cam Blease with none for 13.
And
but
the unfortunate thing for Cam Blease is he's going to have to be the one to hit the runs as well. Him and Jack McLaren surely going to be the ones expected to hit the big scores. Aidan Miller and Griffin Sprague can do a bit. Cal Thornton probably not, but someone's going to have to step up here and really hit a score. I think it's going to take at least an equaling of Brodie Eccles to even have a chance.
Hey, I'm joined here by Brodie Eccles. Well batted, mate. 161 on the board. Do you think that's enough to defend?
I think so, mate. Yeah, I think with our bowling lineup, we're going to be able to defend that. I think it's a really good score. Really good wicket as well. Played really well, but still got to bowl well.
How do you feel that a couple of the debutants are going to go? Tom Raymond especially?
Yeah, good. Got good faith in him. He didn't get a bat, which is a bit unfortunate, but I've heard he's going to do good things with the ball too. So, yeah, very confident.
Right, good luck. Yeah, so we have one of the debutants here, Tom Raymond, about to open bowling for Bangers and Smash, coming out of Mazenot Cricket Club in the right shield for the EBCA. We are also joined here by Cody Eccles. Can you just give us a bit of an insight as to how Tom Raymond is going to bowl?
Not well by that. It's straight off the bat.
Not well. Probably his weak point here, so yeah, just sit back and watch.
One of the most selected players in fantasy was Tom Raymond, if I recall correctly. And he is not repaying that faith with a did not bat, and now straight off the first ball he's been hit for 6. It's not looking good for the fantasy players out here. And he's been hit for a second 6. We may have written off the active Roosters too soon. Aidan Miller doing some absolute bits here. 2 6s in 2 balls. Be at your own risk. It'd be like a certain vehicle hitting a certain type of building.
And Rizzio is
Raymond
not
comes
happy
in.
there at square leg, as that is hooked there by
They're calling it 4.
Griffin Sprague.
Jeez, unlucky not to be a 6 there. I reckon that would have been about 6 inches from the boundary at most.
Yeah, 21 off the over so far of 5 balls. Not the ideal start for Raymond.
No. I feel like a lot of people questioning their fantasy choices.
Oh!
As the sign is just missed there, nearly a 4-pack of beer runs.
Yeah, look, there is a lot of Richard about what's going on, but it's good to see.
Oh, shot.
That is a beautiful shot by Griffin Sprague. That is 6 bickies.
And he definitely owes the Active Roosters a big score here after his bowling performance.
We have Brodie Eccles into the attack now.
Jeez, he'd be looking to really cement himself as the best player of this match. And you feel like a wicket or two would surely cement a best in ground. Oh, he's cleaned him up. First ball, Brodie Eccles.
Yes, beautiful lengths there by Brodie Eccles, and Griffin Sprague goes for 18 off 5 balls. Very good stint.
Look, it's always good to see good bowling get rewarded. And I feel like a lot of the Active Roosters' good balls weren't rewarded. Brodie Eccles will be very happy. I think he's eyeing off his Man of the Match award.
And in comes Jack McLaren, Association superstar and the T10 specialist himself. He'll be eyeing off a massive score.
Active Roosters need him to score big or they're not winning.
And there's an appeal.
Big appeal for
Not
caught
given.
Behind.
Not
Jeez.
given. I've got a feeling there was a little edge there.
See, from the eye test, I don't think he hit it.
Send you off, James.
Oh, okay, Joel Smith is just putting up his hand. I thought he was doing a delayed signal there. You better watch what he's
Tell
doing
you
with
what,
his hands.
Brodie Eccles was adamant there was an edge there. He still can't believe it.
He feels like he should be on a hat-trick ball now, and you feel like a hat-trick and a 70 would definitely have been a Man of the Match
I
performance.
think Jack McLaren's just gotten away with one there.
Jeez, he's not hitting them well, Jack McLaren, after not bowling well, really not justifying that $3 million price tag.
Hey, look, I've hit a 6 the first ball. I'm feeling pretty good. I thought we were going to get over the line. As
Speaking of
Dawson
sixes.
Miller sends that to another postcode. That is massive.
Dossman absolutely smoked that. And you got to think that's the type of bowling I think we were expecting from James Rizzio. Look,
Not a bad over this from McArthur, given his
given
wide.
what we were expecting, I think he's bowling a good length here.
Like, they will definitely take singles. They won't be taking that, though. That
Jeez.
is gone. That is definitely the
Triple
biggest so far
boundary
today.
length. And that's the shot of the day there for Aidan Miller. Sponsored by Urban Alley. Best shot you'll see.
Mate, 1.6k and the bloke paid 70.
Yeah, just as we were hamming him up, that's not the length to be, especially to this character.
Look, after Griffin Sprague earlier and Tom Raymond even on his team, at least this isn't going to be the worst over bowled today.
And that has gone yet
Another
again
6.
down to fine leg, and that is another 6. That brings Dossman to 45.
Dossman's got to be licking his lips here. You don't get to stare down an EBCA 50 that often. Oh, he smoked that.
And that is a very classy way to bring up his 50.
Great 50 from Dossman. You've got to really hand it to him. He's absolutely needed to do this after his bowling performance, but by God has he delivered.
50.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's not 100, big man, as he puts
Yeah,
the,
that's not great.
the hat on the bat.
That's not great at all. The one bloke that you don't want to get away, and that's Jack McLaren. They've tied him down for his first couple of balls.
Yeah, they've been
but
bowling really well to him. It's almost like they had a game plan to bowl specifically at him. He's
And that's a
smoked
beautiful
that straight
shot.
down for 6.
And it's
Straight
also
over our
taken by the
heads.
commentators. That is 6 more runs.
We've got the scorebook. Oh, he's smoked it down the field. Daniel McCastle will try and get there, but that's 4 more runs.
Oh, Daniel McCarthy almost crashing into the camera there.
Jeez.
That is 4 more runs to the score.
Jack McLaren now playing the James Rizzio innings of slow going early on, but definitely played himself in.
Yes.
If he can get a big score here, you've got to say that Active Roosters a very, very big chance now. Oh, that's got to be
kept low.
close. And just after we hype him up, the commentator's curse strikes on Jack McLaren, and he goes walking.
That was absolutely plumb. There is, no way that should not be given out.
I think he didn't even wait for the umpire there. Sometimes LBWs you usually don't walk, but sometimes you just know. And Cam Blease, another great batsman, comes out. You got to hope he doesn't need time to settle in, because there's no time to settle in here. Big scores required, big innings needed.
Yep, Cam Blease, the reigning T10 player of the tournament. Let's hope he can somehow get the Active Roosters to victory.
Oh,
That's
another
a very good,
cracking delivery
great
from
nut
Adisha.
to receive first up there.
Just outside the off stump, held low, came back in a little bit, but just not enough to hit the stumps. Admittedly, with the wind blowing the way it is, it's good to have your fielders out that side.
And that is
Dossman goes
launched
over.
down the cow corner, and
That's a
Cody
6.
Eccles drops it.
Can't take them one-handed there, champ.
Not the ideal start there from Brodie Eccles after a very good first over. Let's hope he can bounce back here.
Defending that total, you thought it would have been well on. He should get there.
That is a
Great
magnificent catch by
from
Daniel McArthur.
Very happy with himself.
He did not look like dropping that one, and have a look at him. He is very happy with that.
I think right there he has taken the match there. Obviously 1 wicket still to come. Cal Thornton into bat. But I believe that is going to be the match-defining wicket. Aidan Miller, who is on fire, now out. Now you've got 2 fresh batsmen in. And one of them is a genuine bat in Cam Blease, but Cal Thornton is a bit of an unknown at this level. And personally, I don't think he's got it in him to bring him home.
As Brody Eccles comes in once more.
One man slips caught him. Oh, well bowled. Cal Thornton didn't even know what he was hitting there as it trickles slightly down leg, but no run taken.
There's the second wide for the innings. That is a beautiful shot by Cal Thornton down a backward point. That is 4 runs.
He might have heard me here. He's definitely trying to perform. And against Tom Raymond, you've got to be eyeing yourself up.
And that is a maximum. Cal Thornton really proving Ben Roach wrong here.
I still don't think he's going quick enough at this stage of the innings, especially with no wickets left in hand.
Yes, Rizzio was just feeling his receding hairline there. 49 off 12 is required. And that is the end of the game.
That's game over.
A fairly convincing win there by Bangers and Smash. They did have a bit of a late scare.
The early to mid stages, Aidan Miller certainly put the pressure on, but Bangers and Smash just too good at the end with bat and ball. James Rizzio and Brody Eccles both just incredible performances in both disciplines.
And you just heard Brody Eccles saying, who said we weren't going to win a game all day? So we'll quickly just go through the scores. Aidan Miller top scoring with 57 off 20 balls. Very good innings by him. Pick of the bowlers for the Bangers and Smash. It's Brody Eccles, 2 for 8 off 2 overs. Adesh Adhikaran picking up 1 for 24 and Rizzio 1 for 10.
I feel like this avenges their 1 loss last year against active Roosters. And, well, I feel like Bangers and Smash now, surely they've got to see themselves as bona fide contenders here, maybe even the favourite. Welcome to the end of the first game here at the EBCA T10. Bangers and Smash running out very, very convincing victors in the end. As we want to speak to the captains to begin with, the winning captain, James Rizzio. James, how do you think you did personally on a starter level?
Yeah, I was pretty pleased.
Happy with how you were seeing them?
Yeah. I felt like that they bowled to my strengths and made the most of it. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely a slow start, but once you got into it, you really, really hit them around there. And I feel like you and Brody Eccles definitely set the pace. A big score there always made it difficult for active Roosters. Did you ever feel nervous during those early few overs of bowling when the active Roosters were getting some decent runs on?
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, it had a good partnership going, but it was good to get the break and then sort of felt on top for the rest of it, which was pleasing.
Yeah, definitely some key wickets in there, especially Aidan Miller with that great catch from Daniel McArthur. Was there definitely a game plan having McArthur running between mid-off and mid-on? Yeah,
with the lack of fielders, McArthur was a bit of a floater today, so he played his role really well, and he always loves a catch on the ground, so liked his celebration too.
Congratulations, good work, and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thanks, Richie.
Griffin Sprague, if you want to...
I feel like I've won, speaking second.
Bit of bad luck out there. How are you feeling after that first game? You reckon you can fight back and maybe make the final still?
Yeah, look, it was obviously not the best batting performance from us, but we thought we had the lineup to be able to chase down 160, and I think that'll show in the next couple of games where we'll be right back in it.
Good decision in the end to have Aidan Miller opening the batting. Are you ashamed that he couldn't get you over the line in the end?
I just think that in the past people haven't had enough belief in what Aidan can do, and today he showed that he is a class act, and I expect him to raise the bat every game we play today, so it'll be good.
And on a personal level, how do you think you're going to fare after your game today?
Look, obviously bowling I felt like I hit some pretty good areas, but just some good batting, and I guess that's sport. Sometimes you're going to get that. With the bat, thought I looked alright early. Brody bowled a good ball, and then that was it.
Bad luck, but good luck for the rest of the tournament there.
You said you bowled some good areas as well.
And lastly, just to announce, the player of the match for this game is Brody Eccles from Bangers and Smash. Now, Brody, big innings and some good bowling there. How do you feel?
I'm happy. A lot's gone into preparing for the big day today. and just happy to contribute, but most importantly get a win over the Roosters. We lost to them last year and there was a lot of talk about us not being good enough, but I'm glad we got the job done.
Well done, and good luck for the rest of the tournament as well.
Thank you, well commentated.
Go Bangers and smash.